Hello, hello. We are now loading. Thank you. All right, everybody. We're just getting set up here. And welcome to Glossbird. We have an exciting stream because we have a new streamer joining us today. Can please welcome. Okay, let me see if I can pronounce this correctly. Nyatsune Miku.
Bingo, right on the money. Hello, hello.
Welcome to the stream. Awesome. So let me talk briefly about Glossbird, and then you can talk about what you do here at the studio. So Glossbird, we are a indie game studio focused on creating games that make us better, that make us feel better. So these are games that improve physical health, mental health, and emotional health. The first game we are working on today, and if you look at my screen, this is going to be my screen up here, is our game called Fitment. And Fitment is a cozy mobile game for bite-sized workouts you can do anytime and anywhere. So these are in-place exercises and stretches. So you can think like jumping jacks, curl-ups, push-ups, things like that. Some moves are harder, some moves are easier. And the purpose of the game is the more workouts you do, your 1 minute of exercise a day, the more coins you'll get and the more items and characters you'll be able to unlock. So essentially, it's like Animal Crossing fused with a fitness app. And so that's your game. Over though on this side of the screen is Natsune Miku. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do at the studio?
Hello, hello. Yes, I am a developer here at Glossford, and I love it to death. I was a developer initially a while ago, and at the beginning of this year, I've been brought back onto the project, and I could not be happier to be back. Currently, I am in the process of working on some smooth camera motions to get that camera feeling snappy on phones.
Wow! Have you streamed before? That was a really solid introduction.
I've done some broadcast stuff before, so it's it transitions pretty well from there.
Yeah, fantastic voice. And if you see the chat, we have Daz Tracks in here. Welcome on in. And yeah, so camera stuff. Actually, because we haven't. Normally, we have a weekly dev review at this time where we go through the details, but I would actually love to see if you can do it on screen. I don't know if you can emulate the touch controls. And can you talk a little bit more about the camera project and then like what it was before and then now after and some of the context?
Yes. So initially, the camera system was a little bit of a janky way of doing it. It took the 2D position of the finger on the screen and converted that to motion. And then if there was two fingers, it would adjust the field of view of the camera to simulate a zoom effect. But it was not a true zoom because of this. And so there were some distortions that would happen at the bounds of FOV, and just in general, changing FOV works a little bit to simulate zoom, but in small contexts. The better way is to physically move the camera, or at the very least simulate doing so by changing its actual distance to the center of the room. And so what I have done here using the Cinemachine package is figure out a way to do that. So it is this Cinemachine camera offset little function here that has this Z value, and adjusting that will move the camera forwards and back relative to where it is aiming. Right now, that is an invisible box situated in the exact middle here, right where the characters walk around. So when they zoom in all the way, it is right at face level with everyone, which has been pretty good, but is able to be moved and tweaked with. Right now, I am working on adding a fourth camera type. I have been adding this button here to switch between currently 3 different test versions as I've been tweaking different values and ways of moving the camera around. Currently, I'm trying a stronger version of a different free look camera with 3 different views based on where the fingers have oriented towards. So instead of having just one view that changes angles, it smoothly blends between this middle default view and then here, let me solo this. And then kind of a zoomed out view and then a really up close view as well, which handles all of the angle calculations immediately. And then by using the camera offset, you can still get the pinch to zoom at any of those levels. And this is universal to all of them, which means I am able to test out all sorts of different Cinemachine cameras. And as long as I add that extension here, all of them will zoom the same way, which was a big problem because detecting pinch to zoom is not baked into Unity. So doing that and then having to do some janky calculations to move that to 3D motion and FOV angles, not the play. A straight up value, how close it is to the middle, perfect. Could not be simpler. So adjusting that on every different camera type lets me play around with every different camera type to see what feels the best. These free looks are a little weird because of how they manage these rigs, but at the same time, they handle so much of it natively. A lot of the weird corner cases or wrapping has a lot of parameters here that you can just tweak rather than having to script any of this out manually. And so what I've done here is the other one was a little more subtle between the top, middle, and bottom rigs, all kind of maintaining the same radius around there. But I wanted to experiment with if it was kind of more how it's supposed to be, I say with air quotes here, where it's orienting a moving 3D character. So right now what I have to do next is actually plug that in to the camera control script, which I actually have over here in the button itself. The camera button is holding that at the moment. So that way, when all of this is said and done, I can remove that and nothing else will be affected anymore by the different camera options. So the camera control is
awesome.
Camera wall.
Cool. Great explanation. And then for folks who aren't familiar, Cinemachine, I guess it was bought out by Unity. I always thought it was a third-party asset, but
I thought it was too, but definitely it is now an official part and it's in the Unity docs and everything.
Oh, that's fantastic because yeah, Cinemachine is super powerful and it really emulates what it would be like to have like a real camera to do like dollying, panning, kind of real motions you would do with a camera. And so I think this is the right way to go about it compared to the old and original system you did, which was I think a great placeholder. But Daztrax, who's actually in chat, was the one who did the bug report here, saying like it didn't feel right. Not bug report, but like how to make it feel juicier.
Yep, and that is definitely the goal here. And what I'm hoping is by using these like native Unity Cinemachine ones and not adding in too much other math of my own, if I can get it to where I can tweak the values to get that snap, the responsiveness will be there because it's already in the engine. And so even on lower end phones, it just still feels snappy. Rather than if I do a little bit more complex like tweening math, sometimes I can get a little intensive, especially if we're having multiple cameras already in the scene.
Cool. Yeah, go for it. And then, yeah, I'm curious to see when you start testing. I don't really know what I'm working on today. Let me see. I had to do some Mac Xcode related build stuff. I just can't stream from my Mac because it sucks. So I am on my Windows computer today.
Get that, and I've had a miserable experience once trying to set up a external GPU with a MacBook Pro and having like the dock for it and everything and trying to stream off of that. It was rough. It was a doable, but definitely rough for going in blind on such a thing.
Dad's Track says, "I wish I can get a Mac to do Xcode stuff." Yeah, it's unfortunate that they limit the ecosystem. They force you to buy a Mac. They force you to get an Apple developer's license and all of
They should
that.
publicize that you basically have to get the 250 gig model to build it, because if you do any OS upgrades, the just Mac OS X space will take up too much and it won't let you build unless you do a bunch of janky workarounds. I've grown all too familiar with all of these over the past few weeks.
Unfortunately, yeah. Were you able to order a Mac Mini, a new Mac Mini?
My friend who had a deal on them, it ran out before I could get back to him. He said he might get some
Rats.
here this week, but we're seeing on that.
Okay.
Worst case, I can go to Best Buy and pick one up, but it'd be great because he's, I'm a refurb tech guy. Like, he gets a bunch of random stuff, and I think it's that like offices get emptied out, and then he's the one who like has to refurbish all of it.
Oh, that's a smart business. That's pretty clever.
Yeah. Especially with there was like a huge wave for him when a bunch of places would work from home.
Mm-hmm.
Because there was a bunch of like work setups that people were just now using home setups that they didn't take with them.
Wow. Wild. Alright, well, my Unity plastic is refreshing. Yeah, I might actually work on some Canva and social media stuff today. So we have an upcoming conference. I will be at the Games Beat Summit in Los Angeles next Monday and Tuesday.
The thing about these free look cameras is they feel so good when going up and down. I want to see this even more intense one. Like,
that does look really good.
Because this one you can get right in here. It's so fluid. It's technically moving between 3 cameras, and it still does it like this smooth.
And Cinemachine does have like limits, like if you want to limit the range, like not too far out and like across, like at all polar angles.
Yep. They've got the x-axis, y-axis. You can even recenter it. Like we could have it if they go at like a too sharp vertical angle to gradually bring it down to like this. Is an option as well.
All right.
And going down here, I can simulate pinching by just adjusting the Z manually.
And if you all see on my end, I am making this little Games Beat poster thing.
These Cinemachine cameras really are so customizable. Like if we wanted to, we could even have the bottom rig, the down low one, track to characters in the scene. so it could actually lock on Mofi and follow around a little bit, like even just a light amount of magnetism. Like that's something that would be possible very easily, even.
That is cool. Not part of this feature spec or the scope, but like a snap to character would be cool, like when double tapping. Or like switching the follow on target.
Completely easy.
That's pretty cool. And apologies, you're gonna hear that pet bird. It has been a hot second since I've streamed. It's nice to be back.
You know, I could say the same. That hot second might just be a little bit longer on my.
What, do you remember the last time you streamed?
That's a really good question. Probably 2 years ago, I think.
Okay.
There might have been at some point, like randomly in the past 6 months, maybe I had like finals or something and I did a study stream randomly just because it helps me stay focused.
Oh, that's pretty cute.
Back when I was in high school, I did those for AP exams. I would do those, but then people would come and chat and try to answer before I could answer. And I would say, "Stop! I'm trying to study. Like, don't give me the answers. Don't go look up the AP test bank. Like, just tell me them." And then people would give me the wrong answers.
Angry Moose, what's up? We have a new person on the stream today. I gotta put my face on the banner. It's so you can find me. Yeah, if you happen to be going to this conference, please let me know. The Games Beat Summit is being held in Los Angeles. I think it's normally held in Los Angeles, but super excited to go. I've been to Games Beat Next, hosted in San Francisco, but I've never been to the official summit. So I'm pretty stoked. Just trying to figure out the hierarchy with all these like visual elements, so something like that. I know this is pretty obnoxious. What about the soft filter? Does that make me look better? Okay. So we are doing a studio co-stream. We have Nyatsune Miku on the left side doing game dev, and I'm doing miscellaneous, putting my face on banners.
I've got some cameras spinning over here. I've got some ideas for other ones to test because I'm happy with some of them, but I'm not ecstatic, and that's what I'm going for.
Yeah, so thank you to DazTrax who pointed this out probably a little bit ago, a couple weeks ago, maybe a month or plus ago on the Discord. So if you're not already on Discord, please join, check out our prototype for Fitment, our cozy exercise mobile game. Also, big news, we actually totally redone the website. I'm super happy about it. So you can check it out, playfitment.com. But look, we got new animations. It's just like much more simplistic. Yeah, I'm pretty excited. I think the new website looks freaking amazing. Oh, that's awesome. And thanks for offering for Spanish localization, DazTrax, by the way. We're not there yet, but we do appreciate the offer. Well, let me just make sure hierarchy is looking good. This is not bad. I'm gonna go ahead and download that. And let's get logged into my favorite website of all time, LinkedIn. Cool. So this is the Glossbird page on LinkedIn. I just want to make sure that we go ahead and post. Oh my gosh, it's been a hot second. Event update. Okay. Adding some alt text to that. And looks good to me. I'm gonna go ahead and copy this alt text. We'll also post this on Twitter as well. A lot of awesome speakers I'm looking forward to at the event next week. GamesBeat is a subsidiary of VentureBeat, and if you're not familiar with GamesBeat or VentureBeat, they are a big venture, and then specifically GamesBeat, a video game journalism kind of like news platform led by Dean Takahashi and his team there. And so they write articles, like really great articles, several times a day about the latest and greatest in the video game industry. And so this is a summit that just kind of reflects the state of the industry and is just super cool to see. It's a smaller conference. It's not like a big one like the game developer conference or anything like that. But I do like that it is a smaller conference. You get more of a chance to talk to people and talk to. There's a lot of industry leaders that go. So a lot of gaming executives go to this event, and then journalists and people, like very influential people in the game industry. But if you haven't seen it before, you can go to venturebeat.com/category/games to go to GamesBeat and see all of the cool stuff. They have articles there. So, Assassin's Creed Shadows. I have not been following this, but
That was
launch
literally today, I think. Like the trailer and also
it dropped
posters, like
today.
that was all official today. Yeah, or the all of that, like pre-orders too. They all went up.
That's exciting. Yeah, yeah. The article says May 15th. Yeah, so that's really cool. Mental health app Inner World, that looks actually pretty relevant to us. I want to check this article out. Co-founded by the singer-songwriter Jewel. I had no idea. That's awesome. You know what? I want to post this one on Slack. National Institute. Cool stuff. Cool stuff. So I'll post this. Cool. And if you haven't already, if people all the time reach out like, how do I get a job at Glassbird? When are you all hiring? The best way to get official job news, we post it on our Discord, and then we also post it on our LinkedIn. Our LinkedIn being probably the most up to date for job listings when those are out. So you can follow us at linkedin.com/company/Glassbird there. Cool. And let me go ahead and throw this on Twitter as well. So we'll log into the Glossbird Twitter. Yeah, Daz Tracks was a guest on the stream as well. And we had a really fun guest stream. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome on in. Irritate Dex C3. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the studio. Doing a little bit of multitasking. I'm doing social media stuff, and Yatsune Miku is doing some camera stuff, some game dev stuff to update our camera system. We are a mobile game and use touchscreens. Where are you at right now?
Currently, I have just deployed a new build to the phone so I can test this on hardware, specifically for the zooming at the moment, which I am trying to see if I can't get a little bit smoother, because I would really like it to be. I'm also testing out that new fourth camera type on hardware. This feels really good.
Oh, I'm
Wow.
excited.
Like, I'll have to tone down the speed for sure, but this... I'm gonna make a fifth one. I realized I need a fifth one. I need to make that same one again, but change the low angle so it has the whole room, so they have to zoom in if they want to clip any part of the room out. And that'll be... Because right now, yeah, it's kind of like, even if I rotate it around. So what I need it to be is like there. So it's 11.
Das tracks. You're definitely welcome to apply. I would say each job will have the requirements listed in the job listing. But one of the main ones will be you need to be in the western side of the globe, western hemisphere. So be plus or minus a few time zones of central time. We run in the central Chicago time zone. You know what I noticed? I gotta do some slight editing with the Glossbird page. Anyone else in chat working with us tonight? This is typically the co-working stream. So we got the cozy vibes and trying to knock out some good work today.
You know what I've just done?
What's up?
I made the first orbit camera again. I was tweaking the values of a new one, and I ended up just almost making it exactly the same as the first one. Maybe I've been sleeping on the first one. I need to change the speed on it.
Ooh, are you documenting
Sticker.
each one that you're doing settings wise?
Yep, or rather, I'm adding them all to this camera switching button so I can very quickly tap, 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 and go through the different options, even on hardware. So that way, if I want to revisit how one of them feels versus a previous one, all I have to do is add it to the list, tap, 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 and I'll get there.
If y'all don't follow me, you can follow me at Alina Likes Cozy, or better yet, follow the Glossford and Play Fitment accounts on Twitter. Deadly Pants! It's been such a long time that we've chatted. It's nice to see you again. I'm not doing dev. I hope your new favorite is our developer here, Nyatsune Miku. They
Hello,
actually
hello.
work here at Glossbird. They're an official dev here, but this is their first stream, which is very exciting. Actually, we have a couple new people in chat. When you have a breather, love for you to reintroduce yourself to chat.
You got it. I'm Yatsune Miku, a dev here at Glossbird. I have been continuously developing at Glossbird for the past 5 months and a bit ago before that. Right now, I am working on the camera system. We want those cameras feeling snappy and smooth, and I am making sure that happens. Currently, I am playing with some values on this Cinemachine Free Look camera to get that speed and acceleration and deceleration feeling good.
Killer intro. You can tell Miku has streamed before, right?
I'm glad it reads.
Mm-hmm. It reads, it sounds, it looks, all of it. Awesome. We got that all posted there. Maybe I should film some live TikToks while we're at it. I'm being so obnoxious right now. We got to do social media, y'all. Alright, I'm pulling up the official Glossbird TikTok on my phone. I actually just film TikToks natively when they're pretty simple. So let me go ahead and switch accounts. Alright, we're gonna see the process of me filming video content as we do this. I feel like I should change the title of this. Mobile game dev with Unity and social media stuff. There we go, we changed the title of that. Deadly Pants, what have you been up to, though? I hope y'all do follow us on TikTok. We're still pretty small, so this is the official Glossbird TikTok. Notice this amazing dead pixel on my phone there. TikTok. I hope TikTok doesn't get yeeted soon. We post actually on YouTube Shorts, TikTok, and Instagram Reels. We do all of the above, basically. But let me go ahead and can you see my face? How do I do this well? You know what? I will actually do it in my regular camera. So I do have this flip phone here that has like a front-facing camera like that. So we can do this. Yeah, don't cope too much. Oh, I hope TikTok doesn't get banned. But all right, y'all, let's do this dual thing. Hi there, Alina from Glossbird. Just to want to. Oh my gosh, pet bird. This is not gonna work. This is not gonna work. As soon as I start filming, the bird wants to start talking.
Hey, you know, everyone wants to be TikTok famous, I guess, right?
Yeah. Okay, let's try this again. Fair day. Hey, I'm trying to film content. Alright. So as you can see from the process, to film TikToks, I just film a bunch in a row and then hopefully one of them is okay. Yeah, he is like that. Okay. Hi, this is Alina from Glossbird Games. Just wanted to let you know that we're going to be in Los Angeles next week for the Games Beat Summit held May 20th and 21st. Let us know if you're in town. I don't know if I like that. Maybe I should talk about what Games Beat Summit is. Okay, let's try a take two. Let's try a take two. I know this bird is burden. I am streaming right now. Thank you to Twitch for letting me film TikToks on Twitch. Anyway, hey, I'm Alina. I'm from Glossbird. We're a game studio focused on creating games to make you feel better. We're going to be at Games Beat Summit next week in Los Angeles. If you didn't know, Games Beat is a conference full of industry leaders and journalists to meet up to talk about the state of the game industry and what's coming next. See you there. What did everyone think of that one?
I think the "see you there" was pretty good. Definitely. If there was going to be any alteration, maybe like a sentence right before that, where it's like, you know, like, yeah, Glossford is excited to be there. We hope, you know, we'll see you there. So like just like a little bit of another Glossford name drop towards with the "see you there."
I like that. I like that. All right. Should I take? Maybe let me just do the ending. Glossbird is going to be at GamesBeat next week, so we hope to see you there. Awkward. Okay. Awesome. Let me go ahead and edit this whole thing. You know what? I might actually stream that on the computer via screen sharing from my phone. Let me grab a cable. Let's see what we got here. Oh, my missing retainer. Nice. Sorry, I just saw that in my desk underneath all my stuff. Never mind. Okay, I'm glad you think that's funny. Yay. Yup. I mean, I don't want to comment on the security of TikTok because that is not my place, but I mean, as a user, I do love TikTok, and TikTok creators are some of the most fun people. I'm a huge TikTok fan. Alright, so I have this program that basically just lets me cast my phone. And you can now see my phone right in the middle of the screen. And I feel like this is getting already too personal because I'm showing my home screen here. And yes, I do label my folders weird. This is the I am connected folder. This is the I am social folder. This is the I am learning folder. The I am playful folder.
Hey, I
Does
mean,
anyone
cut the
else
rope.
do
You know,
this?
that's an all-time classic.
Yeah, yeah. Oh my gosh. And Dear My Cat. Actually, I'd love to pull up the camera controls of Dear My Cat because I don't like it. I know I suggested this game to you a while ago because we pulled a lot of original inspo from it. Have you ever checked it out, Dear My Cat?
I think like a while ago.
Okay. I want to pull it up. I wonder if it has my old save file. I haven't played this one in probably several months. They do constant updates. They're really optimizing the monetization. A lot of cool stuff. Receive reward. I won't do any ads. Very juicy if you check all of this out. So notice a lot of pop-ups. Okay. There's little hearts. There's things. Ooh, there's letters now? That's kind of cool. Ah. Got some gems there. But look at how fun that UI is. Okay. You can't see my taps or clicks because I don't have it placed. But if you look at how I move my phone versus this, you want to know what, Alice? They totally changed their camera system. This wasn't like this before. Excuse me.
Have they solved your issues with it?
Yeah, I guess so. This is pretty wild. So the thing of what it was before, it was like really delayed. So if I were to do this like back and forth motion, it didn't do it that well. You know what? This is actually a pretty good example. But their thing is, you can zoom. It's only zooming, and then their panning is like limited. If that makes sense, there's no rotate. So to like, if you want to go across, you have to go up and down like this. But this actually feels pretty nice on the camera. I think this is a decent reference point. Does anyone else have any other?
The only major immediate difference is having it be a lot of the motion that we have is much more based around the center of the room, and we do have that camera rotation versus.
And I think that's better.
Angle.
Another thing too is like if we think rotation is just throwing it off, maybe that is something we turn off. But I'm just curious how it feels altogether because I'm not quite sure yet.
Yep, and I've got one here that has really, really fast acceleration in and out that I've just added as a fifth one. So I'm going to see how that feels. It's got lower speed though, so I want to test it with really slow swipes.
So this is just like the idle clicker game. And then what I was going to do is actually edit some video here. So we're going to pull up CapCut. It's actually easier for me to edit video on mobile than it is on my computer.
Wow, that is, for me, completely the opposite. If I'm on my phone and I'm using like the Premiere mobile app or something like that, I'm like struggling. I'm like swiping all over the place. I'm like, no, please, I want the clip to end here. Versus, you know, I open Premiere Pro on the computer. Suddenly, I'm like throwing 50 clips into the timeline. It's like, all right, transition here. Okay, done. Export video. It's like my element. I see that UI and I'm like, yes, this is home.
Ah, interesting. Bye, Deadly Pants! We'll see you around. Okay, let's get this of my foot. Whoop. Retouch your face in one tap. I don't need to do that. I am streaming right now. Thank you to Twitch for letting me put TikToks on Twitch. Anyway, hey, I'm Melina. Okay, we'll cut that intro. Anyway, hey. So, I'm Melina. I'm from Lost River Game Studio, focused on creating games to make you feel better. We're going to be at GameSpeed Summit next week in Los Angeles. If you didn't know, GameSpeed is a conference full of industry leaders and journalists to meet up to talk about and then we'll do the other outro. Okay, then we'll cut that out. Delete. It's gonna be at Game Speed next week. Lossford is gonna be at Game Speed next week, so we hope to see you there. I don't sound very excited, but that's fine.
You could add like the Vine boom after like next week. That could add some excitement there.
The Vine boom. What's the Vine boom?
You know, it's really just like this. Not even that bass boosted, but just this resonant boom. They would use as a sound effect in a lot of vines. I only know of it as the Vine boom.
Okay, let's see what we got. Vine boom. Sound effects. Angry Moose says I only have 1 HP mood today. Today's been a long day. I can't talk about it on the air, but day job took a lot out of me today.
Feel you on that.
Explosion like this. Okay, listen to this. I'm gonna put it on my mic. Like that?
Not quite that, but that's a pretty funny explosion.
Glitter Dream Magic. These are horrible. Moist explosion like nuke. Let me see. Nuke explosion. They do not have that. Okay, we'll look up explosion. Oh, there's a lot of them. Okay, what about this one?
Wow, that's like with a whole launch too.
Testing sound effects. Okay. Something lower frequency. General explosion impact 9 seconds. I don't like any of these. This one? Heavy splash or something. Shockwave. Like that one. That's the one you want. Oh, yeah, Death Tracks, go to your class. I'm sorry.
Explosions.
Miku, I think your explosion idea is not tracking for this video.
I'll find the sound effect sometime and I'll send it over to you. I think maybe you'll understand the idea I had.
So I'm gonna just add some what's it called? Auto captions. And we just have the free account, so I am just looking for free captions. Are all captions now pro? Generate. Glossburger. Glossburger is what the captions think I am saying.
Glossburger.
Close
It's
enough.
a really interesting one. Glossburger Game Studio.
Glossburger Games. Okay, and I'm just editing the text. And now this thinks Glassbird. It's closer. I think that looks fine for video, and then I'll go ahead and export that. Oh, why is my foot in this video? Darn it. Okay, well, hold on. Is my foot actually... Why is the cover my... There. Okay, let me go ahead and re-export that. Glossburger. Glossburgers sound like insane marketing. Cool, so I'm gonna go ahead and click share to TikTok. I'm Melina, I'm from Glossburger Game Studio, focused on creating games that make you feel better. Then let's add some music. What is this? Okay, that's fine, but I just want to make sure audio level's good. Bring that way down. Ooh, still way too loud. Let's really bring that down. Ugh, and you still hear my pet bird, but it is what it is. And then natively in TikTok, I'll go ahead and said games beat 2024. Cool. There you go. And we'll just do games industry. Just throwing some hashtags. Indie Game Studio. Cool. And then I'll go ahead and post that. Oh, it's our bro chat. Okay. Letting that post. Cool. Please follow us on TikTok and like the video you just saw me make and throw together live. Please. Please. All right. I've been chatting a lot to myself. Miku, how goes it over there?
It is going pretty well. What I am doing right now is adding in a completely new Zoom function because I want it separate from all of the other stuff that I've done before. I'm unhappy with how responsive it was. I need this snappier. So I'm changing all of the values on it right now to get the speed right. As it stands, we have 5 test cameras, and I am pretty happy with the second one and the 5th one. Though right now, what I was thinking is, what if there was a camera where the rotation was changed with buttons, and so you could move it left, right, forwards, back, similar to what you were just showing on stream, and then to rotate it, you would hit those buttons at the bottom, and then you could still do pinch to zoom, and then we could have fixed angles for rotation that look good no matter what. Like the default room angle is about -32 degrees. And so that could be one, and then kind of like a more diagonal, and then straight on for one wall, and then straight on the other wall. So that's always something that we could also do. And then the camera, instead of being rotation by default, which a lot of these are, it would be shifting it left and right by default on each of these preset rotations.
Okay. Yeah, I'm curious. It's hard to say without testing it, but I'm curious how that's all gonna come together I think that sounds
And I
cool.
think that one might be worth adding it in there as a sixth option. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. So I've begun writing out some functions for that. Because I could use
Awesome.
the previous move camera functions. Hypothetically, they would work the same. I would just change the numbers, but I have no interest in doing that. I want to have them all be clean and new and shiny.
Awesome. And then I am gonna pull up Discord to do our post. Hold on. Sorry, y'all. Let me switch. Post that on Discord. Boom. Hey, Machina. Welcome back. Nice to see ya. Cool, I think I got the social media stuff all ready there. The next one I am gonna do too is we're gonna be at New York Tech Week, which is really exciting. And if you don't know what Tech Week is an event held in the US. There might be other tech weeks across the world, but this is the one I know, and they host it in 3 cities. They host it in New York City, in San Francisco, and in Los Angeles. And so the next upcoming one is New York Tech Week, held June 3rd through June 9th. And basically, there are events, like 10 to like 50 events every day, Monday through Friday through Saturday, of tech events, of mixers, networking events, things like that. It's a great place to meet investors, to meet other founders, learn about the latest in tech. So, the hot topic right now is AI and generative AI and all of that. And yeah, tons of great speakers and whatnot. And it is like pretty much open to the public. And so if you are based in New York City and you're interested in getting in tech or networking or trying to find a job or any of that, check it out. So just for here, Monday, you can see all the different events that they have there. So podcast recording, a SaaS founder, software as a service founder, breakfast, more founder breakfast, brunch kickoff. It's also a great way to get free food. And so, yeah, if you're in the tech scene or in the startup scene, and if you can make it, I do highly recommend that you go. So I will be out in New York in a couple of weeks for that. And I will also hopefully make the next 2 tech weeks too in SF and Los Angeles as well. So should be a good time. If you are a Glossbird fan and you are in New York City, hit me up. Love to meet up for some coffee or something too. So I'm pumped. But with that being said, I need to make a little flyer for this. I wanted to see if there was like a... Has anyone else been to Tech Week before or have heard of Tech Week?
I've heard of it, at least.
Okay,
have not
cool.
been. Have not been.
I don't know what font this is. Maybe I can look it up. Inspect. Font family, Black 43 sans serif. I avoid the physical. Maybe one day. That's fair. Are you gonna go to DEF CON? I've never been to DEF CON. I'm kind of deathly scared to go to DEF CON. I just know I'm gonna be hacked. Folks that go to DEF CON, I mean, people bring burner laptops and burner phones, and it's pretty wild.
It's basically a
Oh,
sport there.
it is. See you later, Moose. Generate my 1 HP. It's okay. I got Miku to bring up the fun. The dev fun with the cameras.
Yep, and we're certainly having some now with these extremely janky dev buttons for camera rotation that I'm throwing up here right now.
Whoa! Data_science. Thanks so much for the follow. How'd you find us? Data science. Do you do things with data science? Normalize having burner hardware. Hey, Turing Munyat. Haven't seen you in a hot second either. Do we like this in black or do we prefer this in white? Probably black, huh? Natural language processing. Ooh, fantastic. Cool. Well, we got Miku here on the stream. You can see we actually are a game studio, and so every once in a while we switch up with different members of the studio. We have Miku here with their
Hello,
first
hello.
stream, and Miku is one of our main game developers. Cool background about Miku's story was they actually started as an intern here at Glossbird while they were still in school, and we really liked their work. And it's fun because they are actually now refactoring some projects that they did previously. So this camera one in particular. So I guess over since graduating, do you feel like you're a significantly stronger dev?
Definitely, definitely, and part of that is definitely some projects I worked on in the interim there. One of them was this VR project that camera stuff specifically is under my belt, I would say. After getting that mapped to not give me motion sickness, I feel any camera problem is achievable.
Love that. Did you use Cinemachine in that project?
Yes, yes, actually.
Interesting.
But it was definitely, it was like a weird, like specifically Oculus like authorized version of it, where it was like, or like an extension on it. Um, so it had some extra stuff for specifically working with the headsets.
Awesome. Data science. If you're still in chat, I'm curious to learn more about natural language processing and how maybe that differs from the other main, I don't even know what you would call it, sectors. Is it similar, is it like a subset of large language learning models? Like, explain it to me like I'm 5. Cool. And I made another event thing I'll pre-schedule. Cool. And you can schedule posts for later if you are on LinkedIn. So I'll be posting that kind of middle there. Let's do that in the morning. Actually, I will schedule it more for end of next week. There's a little more time there. Natural language refers to essentially human languages. Oh, versus robot language. Boop boop beep boop. The two broad sides to natural language processing. are knowledge representation and reasoning, KRR, versus statistical methods. I don't know what either of those categories mean, but that is okay. Going ahead and lining up the next post too. Is this really what it is? Awesome, data science. So data science says there's AI, artificial intelligence. Within the AI field, there's a subset called machine learning. And NLP, which is natural language processing, is the intersection of machine learning and linguistics. Natural language processing deals with, let's see, generation, analysis, machine translation, and so on. And large language models is a product of NLP activities. Same as ChatGPT, it is a ChatGPT. It is a large language model created by natural language processing engineers and researchers. Oh, okay. I think I understand actually. Oh, wait, hold on. I wanted to look up this. Woo, Cascade is hosting, kicking off Tech Week. Cool. Sometimes I do think it's a little funny. Statistical methods like large language models rely on large corpus, large data sets, along with some form of training to reliably produce meaningful and likely correct output. There's a lot of us English or natural language speakers, we talk bad, we talk real bad with the real bad grammar, and no natural. Bad. Gotta have your data set large enough to ignore the bad speechers, like I. I don't know if y'all caught that. Actually, my grammar isn't that great. My vocabulary also isn't that great. I really want to read the thesaurus.
Like, just go through it?
Yeah, like, casually flip through it. To, like, improve, you know what I'm saying?
No, I get it. It's a pretty funny visual.
Just take
see someone outside, just like pondering over the thesaurus, just reading.
Just the public subway, you know. Cool. I'm gonna schedule this post for, let's say, the 22nd. And we'll do there, confirm. Awesome. We have a bunch of cool stuff. Let me go ahead and share this. Cool. Let me see if I can post this on our Instagram. Nope. Alright. Ooh, you're hearing all of that. Plugging my phone in, I'll cast my phone. Sometimes the phone version of apps are better. So I logged in. You should definitely also follow us on Glossbird Games on Insta if you're on Instagram. And I was just gonna make a post here. Let's see. Actually, let's hold on. You know what I need to do first? I need to go ahead and download it. Download. Okay. Select that.
Got all these men writing songs to me. And then I go home and I listen to them alone.
Is someone talking?
What is it with you rock and rollers? You can perform for 1,000 people and you can't be honest with one.
Is that the music? Maybe. Okay, never mind. I think share to threads. Awesome. Okay, I think that looks good. And we'll go ahead and share that. Ooh, Miku, it's looking super good. Whoa! Whoa! Whee! Wah! Wee! So, okay, I'll stop making sound effects.
Alright, now I just gotta get that 6th camera set up here.
Cool. I actually need to update the bio, so. Actually, we'll do. Yeah, just updating the bio there. Okay. Is there a build I should test out? How does everything feel so far?
If you wanted to, I could give you the build that I'm working with. There's a little bit of still. Actually, let's check here on hardware before I say anything about this.
Yeah, send a push up. Let me know the change set, and then I will build directly to a phone. Let me start charging a test phone. I haven't turned this one in a while, so let me get this. Yeah, that definitely needs to charge. Alright, I won't make any changes, but I am off screen gonna switch over to your branch. Okay, switching over. Hello, chat. Thanks for joining in.
And once you switch, there should be a further change set. The buttons for rotating the camera are being a little finicky, but I was able to get them to work briefly. And I think if we get some nice angles set up, that could be a very good way of doing it.
Awesome. And hey, welcome back in, Zemdo. Thank you for the sub. Thank you for resubscribing. Appreciate the support there. 6 months in a row. Holy moly macaroni. Thank you so much. Cool. We have our guest star, our Glossbird developer, Yatsune Miku, here on stream today as we're working and testing some camera stuff.
That camera pizzazz is what we are after.
Pizzazz. Yeah, I'd love to do a build before we end the stream here. I know we're getting a little close to time.
Yep, and I've pushed some changes. There's still a little bit of work to do with some of them, but you should be able to test out at least cameras 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Woohoo! Amazing. And I just build as is. There's no additional scenes or anything to add in the build settings.
Nope, it is all in the home screen, and it is so easy to remove because it's all there in this special testing button. So once that testing button is gone, all of the nonsense added to the home screen is as well.
Fantastic. Awesome. I gotta wait for my Unity to load, and probably will take several minutes to build, but I got test phone loading up.
And I just now hit save on the home screen, so there is that final change set. Should be, let me get you that number.
Yep.
2464.
2464. Okay, I think I'm on your branch. 2464. And then because this whole system is based off of Cinemachine, there shouldn't be any weirdness with screen resolution. Like, it should feel the same between my crazy long folding phone and like a regular phone.
Yes, because it uses the Cinemachine cameras, which talk natively to the input system.
Amazing.
So there should be no more per resolution or per pixel things like that.
Awesome. me see if I can run this on my current phone here. Yep, here we go. So I am directly casting my phone there. Not gonna see too much right now. You can see
If there was anything that still was like that, it might be in the zoom, but I am still actively working on that. But I don't think it should, because it's all based on relative magnitudes.
Yeah. No worries. I'll kind of see how everything feels here. I don't know why it wants me to log in right now. Hold on. Alright. And I am just pulling up Fitment here on mobile. Turn down the sound. Actually, I would like to do a quick workout while we wait for Unity to very, very slowly load and potentially crash just now. Big yikes.
Yep, that hold on pop-up.
Alright, little arm circles. If anyone on chat wants to join me, just do some little arm circles with me. 15 more seconds. I think I'm gonna do a longer workout later tonight too. Awesome. And then we have shoulder stretch next. Move around a bit. That is a very long pause between. Awesome. Oh, does this branch have the the failsafe return to home button?
This should be my branch. So yes, and it should be on that initial screen there.
So what? Okay. Cool. This is what I have on my phone right now. Is not a latest build, but what I want to do for funsies.
No, you'll see that camera button.
I'm gonna screen record what the current state of camera motions are on a phone. So that should start in a few seconds, and it's recording. And so if I'm moving, you can kind of see how it stops, how it moves. Okay, then we're gonna zoom. Zooming actually doesn't feel too bad. Zoom. Zoom.
Though it is the false FOV zooming.
Yep. And then you can see rotate is pretty jittery there. Up, down, nope. And then pan around. So you can see the issues with the old camera system. And let me stop recording that. And also, let me clip that so we have that on stream for reference. Alright, and then let's see where Unity is at right now. Importing assets, 7 minutes. Doesn't seem right. Close out a Notion there. Unity editor, not responsive.
Alright, take two.
Take two. Ooh, I just noticed the hub is at 3.8. Look at Monroe. Whoa. What do other game developers do to kill time when they're waiting for Unity to open?
Well, for me, I love progress bars personally. It's a big enjoyment factor of mine. I have fast internet specifically so I can delete all the games off of my consoles and re-download them and watch the progress bars go. And that brings me a lot of satisfaction. I actually have a new Ethernet switch arriving so I can use my full 2 gigabit connection on these consoles. That is coming like tomorrow.
Nice. We see Steam on your screen, by the way. Is that intended?
No, what I had meant to click was Unity Hub down there because you had said.
But then you got distracted by Steam.
Then I got distracted by Steam. Steam opened and I was like, look at all these things to download. And I was just
Of
talking about it.
course.
I mean, I'll go ahead and queue everything to download, right? But
Yeah, might as well.
might as well. And then this, I don't. Oh, wait, am I already on 3.8?
Are you on? I haven't updated yet.
Derp, I completely am.
Nice.
I opened it for nothing.
Nice.
Okay. It's always nice to see it there. And then you know what I'll do? It's been bothering me. There. Change the font on the temporary camera button to use the right material.
Hello, and for those who are just joining into the stream, welcome. We are Glossbird. We are a game studio, and we're doing a studio stream today. So we are joined here with our game dev Yatsune Miku, working on the camera system that we're going to try and test. And so the easiest way for us actually to get it on hardware, because we are building a exercise mobile game here, is to just build it, I think, straight from Unity, versus like mess with Google Play Console or mess with like App Store Connect for iOS. It's just quicker to do that. So I'm trying to open up Unity. It's just computer is computering and acting quite slow right now.
Yeah,
I do
it's
have a
always
lot of
at
things.
The exact moment I'll be like, messing around in Unity all day, but I go to suddenly, wait, we need to move this scene over really quick. I'll be like, come on, Unity. It'll say, maybe I need to reload all assets here. I'm gonna
Right
take
now.
my sweet time doing that. And I'll say, no, Unity, please.
It's a bummer. But yeah, definitely please everyone check out the new Play Fitment website. I hope you all really like it. I really do. This was done by our community manager and she totally killed it. Compiling script, says Unity. In the meantime, I will watch ads to make myself some money.
The sword game, I was not ready for.
There's a lot happening.
It's still a sword game. Oh, now it's pencils too. That's.
Uh-oh. Hot. There's a lot happening. Let me exit. Okay. 10 gems. Nice. Another way you can support the studio is by joining Discord, getting our latest prototype, and watching some ads, making sure that ads manager system that was recently refactored is working for you.
And if you encounter any problems with it, please do not feel afraid to let us know. I would love to hear about them so I can remove them forever.
yeah, with that being said, you can join our Discord and drop any bug reports in. So I'm pulling up Discord right now. Please excuse all my missing messages. If you go to the Glassbird Discord, we do have a bugs and suggestions. So the thing we're working on right now was actually from Daz Tracks, who was here in chat earlier and recorded this video, which inspired us to do this stream and this fix. So thank you so much for sharing that. And if you want to share your work, we do have a share your work channel here as well. Woo! Thanks for the follow. Woo! Aching Bark V, what's up? What's up? How'd you find us? And we got Daz Tracks sharing some cool stuff in here. I have to check it out later. I am not on Discord as much as I want to be because I get distracted. No, Aching Bark. No, you are bothering us. No promo. No promo. We have to time Aching Bark out. Alright.
I think in general, with these new camera options, what I'm finding is in any format where the zooming and rotation are both not two finger gestures, it works a lot better. So even if like two fingers is moving and zooming, it feels a lot more responsive than if it's rotating and zooming. Just because the worst case, if they're dragging two fingers up to scroll up and it zooms for a second, like if they like move their fingers like outwards, it still is moving towards their destination and it's not doing a completely unintended movement.
Say that once more. You mean like totally separate the type of movement?
Well, it's in the current one on the phone, the two fingers is for pinch zooming and also for rotation.
Right.
But whenever you're trying to zoom and it accidentally rotates, it's super jarring because it's such a drastically different motion for what you're trying to do. And with those gestures being so similar, it's very easy to accidentally input one as the other. Versus having two finger motion and then pinch zoom, if you accidentally go in the same direction with two fingers when you mean to zoom, the camera will still move towards where you're intending versus it suddenly doing this huge rotation.
Yeah, I mean, you can kind of see that in the old version.
But we'll see how it feels with these buttons if I can get these working consistently. They may work for about 3 presses on the build that you have. So if you want to be very careful and tap them to see the angles that I have set up. But I think that it is also trying to apply actual rotation still to the camera, which is then causing it to completely freak out and stop working. But that is only for those buttons, which is the very most recent thing that I've been working on.
And then also confirming that you can still click the character for the dialogue and click the buttons and all of that, okay?
Yep, all of that is still working. Yeah, let me double confirm here on the phone, but all of that, insofar as I've experienced, is still working. Let me click on like a weird button. All right, checklist is still good. On this current copy on the phone, I am actually still not level 5. I think camera 5 is probably the best direction so far, and you'll see what they are when you hit the buttons. It'll say which one is currently active. it is right now one of the slower ones, just in terms of like the actual speed and accelerations I've set. But I think some of the faster ones almost feel like fidgety a little bit.
I see.
I think it's striking that balance.
Yeah, I am aching. I am so ready to test this out. Unity is just acting extra slow. We are at the past the 30-minute mark here though, so if you need to head out, no worries. If you want to stick around and watch me test, feel free to stay, but it's totally up to you, Miku.
You know what? It totally definitely is 8:33. I do think I have to jet here, but let me know what you think of those. Specifically, cameras 5 and
Mm-hmm.
2 out of all of them. If you were going
5
to
and 2.
focus on
Yeah.
feels, those two, and I will continue working on these. Get that 6th camera option working and iron out any little tweaks with these cameras that you would like me to iron.
Awesome, Miku, great stream. I will catch you later next week. I'll be kind of online, offline because of the Gamesby conference. But yeah, I'll let you know the feedback in Slack. So on your end, all you have to do is exit out of the stream together window, and I'll carry on the stream solo.
You got it.
All right, bye. Thank you.
Bye.
See ya. Awesome. And I'll make sure that on my end, we are all exited out there. Goodbye. Wow. How awesome was that, y'all? I love co-streams. We get so much done. You kind of see a bit more of the process, and we're just all hanging out here on Twitch and online. So I hope that was fun. And that was the first time we had, I think, I do some development on the stream, but I think that was our first stream getting one of our main developers online. Typically, we do a lot of like social media stuff or brainstorming stuff or like 3D modeling, but dived a little bit more into the weeds. I thought this one was really fun because we're working on the camera system and the touch control, so there's a lot more visual for you all to see here on Twitch. Let's go ahead and show my screen though. And we'll jump over here. And hold on. There we go. So we're back on the full screen here. Still waiting for Unity to load, and I do have my test phone there. Team mode coming soon. So we're just gonna hang out here while waiting for that to load, and we'll do the build. Unity still says it's loading. Let it do its thing. In the meantime, let's see what other mobile games are out. Love to do some mobile game testing. Let me get us logged in. I'll get this back plugged in just a second. I'm gonna sneeze. Oh my goodness gracious, I'm so sorry. Oy. Okay, let's see if I can get signed in. Cool. So I am now signed in on the phone. What I wanted to do is just check out what's the latest on the Play Store. So we are streaming directly live from a phone, no emulator. We're just mirroring what we have here on my device. So, Mother's Day. That was last Sunday in America, if you celebrate that. Not gonna lie, ask me anything. Polycam, interesting. Let's see what's in the games category. Dragon Ball Z, so these are the top ones. In-app event stuff, Townships, Candy Crush Saga. I will download Candy Crush Saga. I haven't played Candy Crush in a hot second. We worked with some amazing advisors from King a while ago to work on a bunch of Glossbird strategy stuff, which is fantastic. Let's see. Rumble Club. New action games. A lot of newly launched games. Does any of this look super interesting? Cat Garden. That looks pretty freaking cute. Cat's Kitchen also looks very cute. Cat Mine, cute. Does anyone have any favorite mobile games that they're playing right now? I'd love to test it out. Games in open beta. Stumble Guys is a very, very popular one. I haven't played Cookie Run in a while. Clash Royale, based off of Clash of Clans. Angry Birds 2, interesting. Indie games. I saw the dev that posted this on Twitter. Super cute. Let me try this one as well. And we're installing. Let's see where Unity is at. Gosh, we are doing a full asset re-import. It's pretty wild. Big yikes. Amazing! Alright, and we have this game downloaded. I love going through a first time user experience, and so actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to chill out on the background music, but I am going to increase it here, the volume here, so we can kind of listen in together. Sound I don't think goes through the computer, unfortunately. So we are sampling Usagi Shima, Cute Bunny Game. And so I'm just looking for a first time user experience, things that we find juicy, things we find cute, and just get the general first impressions of this game and see what we like and what we don't like about it. So let's go ahead and play. How old are you? Okay, cute animation, scrolling background effect. We have this kind of like pencil look. That is great. And let's just say I am 21 years old, because, definitely 21 years old. Confirm. Analytics on or off. We'll have analytics on. Let's help out the devs there. I don't care. And we'll continue. To access your work account on this device, you need to set a lock screen. Hold on, let me unplug that there. Why? Let me just play my game. Okay, that is my fault. I normally don't have a lock screen set up on this phone because we use this a lot for demos and whatnot. Rook909, thank you so much for the follow. How's it going? In the meantime, I will throw the Lofi beats back on. How do I turn the lock screen back on? I think that might be in developer settings here. Developer options. We have stay awake. Actually, I'm going to turn that off. And then is lock screen on in here. Lock. Display privacy lock screen. Let's go ahead and let's DuckDuckGo search that because I am not sure. Turn on lock screen on Android. Alright, tap security. Hold on, I'm in real deep now. Set lock screen. Okay. Let's see and go ahead if we can play the game we wanted to. While Unity is almost unloading, I'd love to get through the first few minutes of this experience here. Yeah, we got Cookie Run and we got Usagi Shima here. Whoa, why does that keep closing on me? Here we go. So this is now mirroring my phone screen there. Cool, so that's plugged in. I wonder if it'll let me play games while we do a build. Sometimes this gets a little bit tricky. Yeah! Didn't... It's okay. Thank you so much for the follow. Yeah, I'm multitasking right now. welcome to the stream. My name is Alina, and this is Glossberg. We're a game studio focused on creating games to improve your life, make you feel better. We're actually working on our first title here called Fitment, which is Animal Crossing fused with a fitness app. So it's a very cute and easy way to start exercising, and this was inspired by myself and my co-founders. Very horrible journey with exercise. I really did not like to exercise back then. I still really don't. And so trying to find cute gamified ways to do that, because I also love cozy and kind of slower pace video games. You should see me play at fast-paced video games. I'm actually not very good at video games, but doesn't mean that I don't love them. We have a playtest community and a Discord, and one of our requested things on Discord was we have this bugs and suggestion. And 17 days ago, DazTrax here on Twitch chat posted that the camera felt like crap. The camera and the touchscreen controls, and we actually saw that too even a while ago during the GDC demo. We turned that off, and so we're working on camera controls right now. And so yeah, I'm playing some games to just get a sense of camera controls. If you know of any 3D games or games with great camera controls, maybe that are like 2D or isometric, whatever, please let me know. But we did a co-stream earlier today, and we have some new camera controls to go ahead and test. And so first I'm going to do is go ahead and build to my phone. And to do that, so this is going to be 4.2.0. Sorry, I'm updating our version number here. And then bundle code version, we increment that by 1, so we go to 79. And then the last thing I do is put in our key store password. So let me just throw that in off screen here. Yeah, how did you find us? What brings you to the Glossbird game stream today, Rook? So Google Pixel 5, that's the phone I have here. The other thing I'm gonna, actually, I'll leave Fitment. Let's see if it can install without me uninstalling the old version. Cameras are one of the toughest things, and actually, like in a mobile game, like we're building a pretty simple game, nothing crazy. It's really important to get the juice right, tasting right, having it juicy and feel polished and all that good stuff. Oh, we are still loading scripts there, huh? Well, thanks for joining in. Cool. I also, let me just make sure we are on the latest version. Oh, 2 chain sets available. Yikes, we are not. So let's go ahead and update the workspace there. We can get this loaded onto the phone. Excellent! What are you building in Unity? Thanks so much. Sick. Yeah, a lot of people join these streams to learn a little bit more about the game or their devs themselves, and so yeah, it's a good time to co-work. You can chat a little bit, you can ignore me, whatever you want. Whatever you want. This is your stream too. So yeah, getting that set up now. So this is kind of the last part of the stream, is we're going to test out these cameras on hardware, because you never, that's the thing with mobile dev, you always gotta, sometimes things can act so differently once you get it uploaded to a phone, and so it's really important that you test that out. So we're going to do 4.2.0, this is the first version we're trying out, and we'll let that build. In the meantime, I'm just wondering if it's going to let me do screen share. So, in the meantime, I want to go ahead and test this game here. Cloud save unavailable. And I want to go ahead and listen to the background music here. Sorry, this is going to be heading through my mic feed. I'm going to say sign out. And so let's go ahead and walk through this game together. So what do I see? My camera's actually covering that button, which is really unfortunate, but that's okay. So tap. Okay, we have a shopkeeper. Carrots are currency. Very cute animations. Okay, and click the house. Really subtle click here on the tap. Click. Dango shop. Buy for $4.15. I guess so. And then exit on the very top corner. Almost missed that actually. The other thing I'm going to do so you can watch the touches better is let's get into developer mode and make sure my taps are on while I'm streaming here. So, so these are all of the developer options settings. Show taps. Okay, do I want to do pointer location? So you'll see these little taps here. Yeah, let's go to this game. Okay, so I bought the shop. We're kind of just chilling here. Oh, upper left. Menu. Interesting. Okay, so there's no text on these icons. We have a drop-down collapsible menu. Let's go to this backpack. Press and hold on an item's icon to drag it onto the island. Okay. That's actually quite a fun drag interaction. And then place, put away, clean up. Let me try that again. Okay, this is scrolling. Yeah. The buttons are pretty small. Huh, what do we think of that so far? So, Rook is working on a tactic strategy RPG. Ooh. On my, okay, you run a Galaxy S24. The back of the camera is kind of annoying when playing some games since it protrudes. The buttons look tiny. Okay, yeah, I also agree the buttons look tiny. What platform are you developing for? Okay, and these are like item types. So there's buildings, there's items, and it looks like there's plants. I know from my own play testing that drag and drop is not a very elder gamer friendly interaction and is something we're purposely not doing in our game fitment. So I find that fascinating. So you can zoom here. There are some cool camera interactions there. I'll click yes to that. Usagi Shima is a comeback later type of game, so it's an idle game. To start out, put a few toys out on the island to start luring rabbits, then put the game away and come back later. Check the game every few hours to see what rabbits are up to. How to earn carrots. Bunnies leave carrots in your tip jar after visiting. The tip jar gets full after 10 tips, so be sure to empty it regularly. So that is our cool like retention mechanic. Love that. Love that. Come on. The buttons are way too small. Gold carrots. Gold carrots are earned with patience and love. The better friends you are with your bunnies, more likely they're going to give you gold carrots. Tutorial completed. Okay. So I'm actually just gonna futz with the panning. So we got kind of some limits there. Swiping it over. Where is the zoom? The camera's not bad. It's pretty limited on the area, and maybe because that's how we start. Actually, I don't know. The camera's pretty wonky. It's pretty sensitive if you see how I'm moving. Like my finger relative to the movement of the screen. Okay. Not the greatest example of camera work, to be honest. But cool. I passed the tutorial. That was a pretty easy tutorial. All I had to do was follow the instructions, so not too bad. I will, looks like I have to exit out of this. Wait, hold on. Ignore and continue, yes. Ugh! I don't have API level 33? Oh, this is problematic. How do I not have API? What? I'm shocked. I'm shocked right now. I'll throw the cozy tunes back on. Ooh, that is such a good question, Rook. Landscape mode might be the mode. Let's see. I just want to be careful. Because I'm using a data cable to access the mirroring, it might, when this builds to device, this might break it. So I'll exit out in a few minutes here, keeping an eye on that. Let's see. Oh, look, there's a bunny that arrived! How to catch bunnies. Sticking to Windows for the time being. Yeah, because mobile sucks. Then you can take a photo. It's a horrible photo. Cancel. My phone is vibrating a lot. There's something about the soundtrack that's... Anyway. Let's see if I can do portrait or flipperoo. I just want to make sure that my auto rotate is on, and so we can do that. There we go. We can do that. Let's see. Oh, the camera is even, I feel like, worse in landscape. That kind of gives you insight of how they programmed it, actually. I do think this game visually probably landscape's the way to go. The way this UI is set up. You can kind of leave that up there. But it's actually not bad in portrait. Interesting. Alright, let me go ahead and exit out of all of this stuff. Because we're getting a little bit closer on our build. And you know what? I'm actually going to exit out of the mirroring completely. So we're okay here on the build. I mean, they planned for landscape. The fact that it rotates and the UI readjusts means that the devs have considered landscape mode, but the camera got wonky. It tells me maybe landscape mode might be the secondary? I don't know. It could just be the phone too. Like you said earlier, cameras are hard. Cameras are difficult. Rook! What's your background? That's actually mobile UI 101. When you design mobile UI, for those who do not know, you want to bias towards things to the hotspot. So mobile UI hotspot. Oh, I guess not hotspot, but like mobile UI design guidelines. When the cameras are right, you don't notice it. That's how it always is. I wanted to find the map. But basically, this is kind of the general thing. So when you design, especially something in portrait mode, you want to actually try and bias all your icons to fit on the bottom portion of your screen for your thumb access. So it was weird, in my opinion, that the menu was placed up there in both portrait and landscape mode. That's kind of bad design. So trying to keep it like this. So they were in the forget about it range. So not fantastic. These are like little subtle things that we consider in our game. And so like yeah, we do have buttons that are up here, but the ones that are like way up here are the ones that you are less likely to click versus the main things. Everything that you really need for the core game loop is located on the nav bar at the bottom there. So fun stuff. Mm-hmm. Yep, that's right. Use your thumb to vertically navigate the buttons. Correct, correct. So, okay. Yeah, no, I like it. I think a lot of really good design, UI design, UX design is actually like common sense. So the fact that you called that out, even without a formal background, I don't. My background is designing physical products, so similar considerations like ergonomics would be kind of the thing I did back in the day. But right, that's super cool. An attorney, huh? Ha ha ha. Yeah, there's a ton of like rule of thumbs. I can't wink. Some rule of like literal rules of thumb in mobile UI design. Please laugh. I hope y'all are laughing. Thank you. Yeah, playing a lot of games, I think does help make you a good designer. You start picking up things. I think when you're cognizant of it, um, it helps a lot. I think though, if you're too focused on the design of a game while playing it, I don't know, at least for me, I found that I've enjoyed playing video games less recently because I'm like looking at this, looking at that. I mean, when we just played that bunny game right now, I'm like nitpicking it apart. But that was more for F2E, for some user experience, more than anything. I was just curious. Yeah, when you play games as a dev, you pick up on things. Hopefully you can still enjoy the games as a dev. And thank you for the pity laugh. Yeah, it's tough. Um, there's this whole thing about intrinsic motivation. As soon as you start making someone do something they are intrinsically motivated to do, which means they naturally want to do it because it gives them joy. So, like, if you like painting and that intrinsically motivates you, you paint because you enjoy it, and that's great. But as soon as you turn painting into like a job or add external factors extrinsically, it actually severely hampers your enjoyment of the activity, like a lot. Like it's not like a win-win, like, oh, I'm getting paid to paint, like this is like a win-win. Actually, you'll soon start hating painting. And so just knowing that's how it naturally works with the brain, just being like careful of, you know, what is your hobby, what is your work, etc. But yeah, with that being said, specifically mobile games are much harder for me to enjoy these days. Yeah. So just watch out. We're buffering here on the interwebs. Hold on, the music's on pause. Hopefully, the stream looks like it's still okay. I'm just watching this loading bar here as we wait. we're getting close. Find myself playing fewer games when I'm in dev mode. I see. I think the number one reason, though, why I am playing significantly less games is because I'm just busy. Because I'm busy doing dev. And I'm busy doing a lot of not dev. If you were here earlier in the stream, I actually just spent quite a chunk of time doing social media stuff. I filmed a TikTok here on the stream and posted it and all that. So, yeah. Thank you for following us on Twitch. Definitely also give us a follow on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, all that good stuff to catch our latest content. It's all about the content. Oof, we're getting close. Getting close. Bundling and compressing data. 10-minute build time's a lot, but it's been a hot second since we built. I'm just really hoping this build works. Oh, we're compiling! Business gets in the way of fun. That's why I like having a completely different day job. I feel ya. I totally understand. And if you hear that annoying whistling sound in the background, that's actually my wonderful pet bird, Faraday. He is chilling here over off to the side in his cage there. Yes! Hey! You got TikTok installed, so thank you! Thank you so much. Why do you despise TikTok? I'm actually a huge fan of TikTok. I think it's super entertaining, and I'm not on it often, but like I go on TikTok maybe like once every 2 weeks or so, and then I spend like 2 hours on it. I wonder if it's better if I just spend like 10 minutes a day versus like 2 hours every 2 weeks or something. It ends up being the same amount of time, I guess. Yeah. I am excited for a return back to social media. I like the algorithms and everyone is so leaning towards performative media. TikTok is performative media. Like, do you think I go around filming myself talking about video games and like that's what I talk about my friends and family with? Like, not always, no. You know, it is part of the studio and like what we're up to and all of that, and it's wild because like in my personal life, I don't really post. If you follow me on the Alina account on Twitter, it's not really my personal life either, but it's like my career, I guess. So it's like more synonymous to like LinkedIn or whatnot. And so, yeah, not that I want to go back on Facebook, but I wonder what the next real social media is going to be and if it's out already. I mean, that's what Be Real attempted. Snap is coming back. Snapchat, that's great. But TikTok overall not great for society. Ooh, catered to short attention spans. You're not wrong, Rook. Hey, Nima92. Nothing much. Welcome back in. We are right now doing some development for a new camera system. So when you log into the game, our Animal Crossing inspired exercise game, we were in this like 3D home screen, and the camera was feeling kind of janky. And so updating the camera so it's nice and smooth, and we have a couple of cameras to test. Unity is being so slow right now, but I'm actually building to the phone here, and so we can test on device some cameras and see how that all looks like. The algorithm sort of shapes people's minds in unhealthy ways in terms of reinforcement bias. It is reinforcement bias. Good. Had a pretty long day. I start my days at 7 a.m. So, been up working for, I'm in West Coast time, so a little over 11 hours with a small lunch break. But definitely after we do this testing and stream this, I want to eat some dinner, exercise, maybe play a game. Some exciting news, nothing related to do with the stream, is I am gonna learn how to longboard next week. And yes, I am maybe a little old to learn how to skate or longboard for the first time, but YOLO, right? It's 2024. I've been telling everyone who knows me, like, I want to make 2024 the best year yet. I have this bucket list of 100 things I want to try or do this year, and learning how to longboard is one of them. So, yeah, on my not so personal TikTok, maybe I will record some adventures of that. But your girl's being super safe. I got the knee pads, the elbow pads, the wrist guards, and the helmet. Yeah, I know, Nima. I know. Meetings? Dang. Yeah. Brooke! New York! Okay, wait, are you in New York City, Rook? I know we just met, but I just wanted to let you know. Let me open this here. Glossbird or myself, I'll see if Samara will be joining on this trip. Not 100% sure yet, but we are going to be at New York Tech Week, if you are familiar. So New York Tech Week is all over New York City from June 3rd through the 9th. I will be hopping and skipping around New York, not longboarding around New York, because I won't have enough time at that point to do that. Anyway, I'll be around New York City hitting up a bunch of events. If this is your thing in your scene, let me know if you're going. Love to always meet up with fellow Twitch fans and like grab a coffee or a tea or something. Okay, you're in Westchester. Nice. Aw, yeah. Thanks, Nima. Thank you so much. So, very excited. Dude, oh my god, I'm so shit at Halo 2. Maybe. And then, whoops, that was our old GDC graphic. And then next week, I will be in Los Angeles this Monday and Tuesday for the GameSpeed Summit. So also let me know. I don't know if I'll have time actually to meet up with anyone, but if you yourself are going to the GameSpeed Summit, please let me know. I'll be there all day, both days. Sick. Brooke, yeah, I think the best way is DM me through Twitter or Discord or join our Discord. I also have to make sure you're like a real person and not too creepy. I have hopped on like video calls with some of you folks in chat, and I have met a handful, several, I wonder how many of you Twitch folks in real life, which is pretty dope. But let me know what your recommendations for New York are. I don't know if you have like a your favorite cheap restaurant, keyword being cheap. Let me know. Oh, sick. Or add me on LinkedIn. I know that sounds weird, but that might be the most verifiable way. I know I just gave you like 3 options. "19-minute build, y'all. This is wild. Yeah, there was no way Miku should have waited this long. LinkedIn is the new Facebook. Ooh. Don't say that. That's horrible. But it kind of is. You're not wrong. Cheap is hard to find in New York. Like $1 pizza slices. Like, you know, bodega. Get me a chopped cheese. Know what I'm saying? Yeah. I would love me some chopped cheese. I also just like saying that. Oh, everybody knows about the $1 holler. Of course, of course. I'm gonna be living off $1 pizza and like honestly, I'm so cheap when I travel sometimes. Like I talk about this a lot. I bring like a travel water kettle, so I always have access to hot water, and with hot water, boom, that is like the main thing you need for a lot of food, like instant ramen, instant udon noodle, instant oatmeal, like yeah, get hooked up, and so you can save a lot of money that way. Not all hotels have like water kettles or like access to hot water, or like if there's no microwave. Really, all over San Jose. $1 pizza in San Jose, really? Huh. Like, I got pizza last night. It was $5 to $7 a slice, and I got 2 slices, so that was a lot of money actually. New York pizza is the best pizza. Sorry, California. Oh, thanks for hanging out with me, y'all. Watching this green loading bar is so much fun. Really? I do like deep dish pizza. I like Detroit style. Detroit style pizza is one of my favorite styles. But like New York pizza, like just like cannot be beat. Victor's on Valencia, huh? You're definitely welcome to be pretentious when you reach a certain level of quality. You know, you like what you like, and you like the high quality things and the finer things in life. Yeah, Chicago deep dish, very respectable. You Illuminati's person versus Giardino's. Polk. Oh no, I haven't been there, but okay, I got you. Yeah, I will. I will not be around Polk Street. Where am I going to be tomorrow? There's a big AI conference tomorrow that I will be attending. So, be floating around the city, doing my thing. I'm not super educated in AI. It's just not my wheelhouse. So excited to go to the conference and learn more about it. It's specifically generative AI, which I think means like just like video and image kind of use cases. Does generative AI also include what we were talking about earlier with natural language processing? Wait. Yes. Okay. Nice. That's what I thought. We are finally building, so I am keeping an eye out on this loading bar, and it's building Gradle project. Oh my god, my mom just texted me she's in San Francisco. What? Hold on, I'm texting my mom back. Oh no. It is called the Generative AI Summit hosted by AWS and HubSpot. It is in San Francisco. It is tomorrow. Oh, we are so close. So installing the APKs, let's go. Haha, yeah, a little far from you. Yeah, I'm gonna see how it is. I might not stay the whole time, but you know, I'm curious. I go to a lot of these conferences to meet and network with people. Amazing. Okay, it looks like it built. Let's go ahead and run this. Amazing. I'm gonna just turn the sound down. Cool. So this is our camera test, and so I'm actually running this on the hardware here, and we want to see what camera feels better and like what is improving on the old camera system. The old camera system was not looking too hot, so let's go ahead and let's just start testing. This is camera 1. Okay, so camera 1, you can see, is a focus on rotating, and it's single finger rotation. Movement's pretty fast. I already know this is an orbit camera. Look at with the middle of the room. And then we're doing 2-finger controls. No difference there. It's pretty smooth, but that's it. So that's all we can do is rotate the room. It doesn't feel as satisfying as I would like. So we'll touch camera, and now this is camera version number 2. So this is a kind of spherical camera with some pretty hard limits. This is a very poorly placed dead tree. It's super sensitive. I don't really like the sensitivity. And let me actually do this with my thumb here. Okay, so swipe motion. It's a little counterintuitive. So that's the single finger control. And then with 2 fingers, nothing else. So, not the biggest fan of camera 2 either. Okay, we're gonna test out now camera 3. So we have the, again, rotate there. Let's try 2 fingers. There is no pinch to zoom. No up down. It is truly the rotate with these kind of hard stops at clocking the room plus or minus 90 degrees there. Okay. Camera 4. Ooh. So I'm doing all single finger controls. Pretty sensitive. Not my favorite either. This does feel like super wonky. It feels really smooth and looks really smooth, but yeah, not the greatest there. Camera 5. So we have this kind of movement there. I think the thing I don't like about the cameras are the zooming. Like, why would it zoom as I rotate? You know what I mean? So like I can zoom in, zoom out, zoom in, zoom out. It's pretty jarring there. And then I don't like when I attempt to do a pinch to zoom that we still have these rotations. Alright, here's a different setup. Camera 6, which is, we have a bunch of different buttons here that I don't think these are fully implemented yet because we're not doing camera right or camera left. And then back to camera 1, which looks like maybe it broke there. Camera 3. Okay. Yeah, to be honest, not super happy with combining the rotation in. It just really feels like the single finger should be the pan. Here, if I open up this 2D game again. Sweet! Thank you, Rook909. I'm just pulling this one as a reference. And then I can also pull Dear My Cat 2, which is on my other phone here. Oh, continue. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, continue. There are actually different settings on the cameras. The camera is slightly different between all of them. But so like this one here is more of a like a panning situation. I mean, this camera doesn't feel that great either. So okay. Excuse me, I'm gonna go ahead and actually plug in a different game. I'm switching, this is my personal phone. So this is my personal game that I love. I love Dear My Cat here. Oh, we have to be connected to the internet. Please ignore. Sorry, it's just my mom keeps texting me and I'd rather not have that. Alright, load. Let me unplug. Oh, big yikes. Let me try this all again. I have a lot of apps in the background that I'm shutting down. Ooh, holy macaroni. Just wanted to look at the camera of this. This camera is actually, they updated the camera. We were looking at it earlier today. Receive reward. Okay, a lot of pop-ups I love. Yeah, cross promotion, that makes sense. It's the same studio. But if you look at, holy freaking shiz. This camera just feels a lot better the panning. There is no rotate though. And you can zoom. It's pretty gentle. They do some interesting stuff too with like the FOV and where it pivots and anchors to. But yeah, really cute, gorgeous little low poly game. Boop, boop. So I think something closer to this would feel good. I just wonder if we should get rid of rotation completely and then just focus on pan, zoom, and get rid of rotation. There is no rotate. I don't know if rotate is necessary. It is a little fast. I think it's like for this game because you want to like quickly zoom around and like idle click, you know, there's floating hearts everywhere you want to float around. It has really great zoom actions. Let me hold up my island there. So you want to like, whoop, click there, click this, click that, click around, cloud, receive reward. Whoa! Very pretty. Whoa! That whale, holy crap. Then here's my side island. Cool, they added a very clear minigame menu. I haven't played this game in a while. There's a lot of new stuff. This game is always getting redesigned, which I just find fascinating. Cool. So Nima says, you could get rid of pan zoom if you could have different camera when editing and adding items. That's a fair point. That also seems like it might benefit landscape because you're only seeing a sliver of the map at the time. Yeah. Our game is portrait only. So, just clicking around here. Whoa! Kind of hop over to different cats. Cool. Awesome. So that completes the test. I think the camera movement itself feels really great. I think Cinemachine is the way to go. So our general direction versus like what we were doing before, which was like doing timescale math and finding the delta of your finger movement and then like displacing the camera by that amount, which is like way too janky. So Cinemachine has those great acceleration curves and like things we can do to really manipulate it, kind of giving this feel. But I just think fundamentally the whole like orbital style camera is not the way to go. So the test was good, but I'm gonna say test fail. Sorry, Miku. So I'll give the status update in the Slack there, and that's pretty much it. I both love and hate Cinemachine. Yeah, we were doing something a little bit more manual, and it didn't feel good, and the amount of work we needed to do for like the acceleration curves and like customizing that really well was just too much. And like it's nice with the VCam system if you want to like switch to different preset cameras and you know panning and like doing dollying and all that stuff. It's like, oh, Cinemachine. We have two Cinemachine, so yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and call it on the stream, but before we go, I do want to raid out and hang out for just a pinch longer. And so what we like to do here on the channel is go to a software category, and then I normally like picking someone with like kind of lower view count, and then if you want to guide the raid, I will raid out to whoever. You can use your cozy points. It's kind of expensive, or just give me a few suggestions here, but I'll get final say if you don't use them points. Orbital camera is not great for portrait view. Exactly. That is the one-liner I think we learned from the test today. So, who do we have online today? 2D Parker platformer. Pixel Game Jam, Unreal Engine 5. I don't know.
Got all these men writing songs to me.
Glass? I don't like Glass
And I go home and
Campus.
listen to them alone.
Pico 8 Pikmin style game dev?
What is it with you rock and rollers? You can perform for 1,000 people and you can't be honest with one.
That's not me talking. It's background music. Light mode. Oh, that's me. Oh, you mean my Twitch is on light mode? Bruh. Don't be judging. Don't be judging. We're like the whole like Glossbird visual identity is light mode. I know. It's been a hot second since we streamed. This felt really nice to be back. I love a good user interaction. Let's go hang out with Dog with glasses on. Sorry, I already blinded all of y'all. Alright, I have not visited Dog with glasses on, but let's go make their day and cheer them up. So please go ahead and join me in the raid. Awesome! Thank you, everybody. I'll see you there. Thank you so much for joining the stream today, and catch you all next time. Bye!